Center. All right. Oops. Does that work?
That's good.
Cool. All right. So I think this is episode 20. Oh, jeez, that was big. Again, I am Quincy. This is
John Wald, primary.
And I'm from Cummins. So today we are going to talk about the top 10 things that I've seen in all my travels selling houses to get your house ready for showing. So what we mean is actually showing your house to clients. So you've got it on the market, it's listed. People are now in and out of your house seeing it. So what are the top 10 things you can do to prepare your house for people to see it and like it?
Cool.
All right.
So in the past, we've talked about how to list it and whatnot. And this is just once they walk into they open the door, what are the things that, could help sell?
Right.
So you mentioned one, turn on the AC and the heat.
Right. It's very, very practical right now. Yeah. So, I mean, people don't want to walk into a hot house. It will turn them off. It'll make you think the AC is not working. Even if you just, your family prefers it a little warmer or you're budget conscious while you're selling your house, leave the AC cranked. That is a good rule of thumb. Yeah.
And obviously, nobody wants to come into a stinky house, so the pet smells.
Yeah, we all love our pets, but some people are more sensitive than others. So, clean the litter boxes, put away the dog toys, make sure, if your dog sleeps in your bed, change the sheets. I've seen plenty of people walk out of houses because of pet smells.
Cool.
So.
And then obviously an important one is declutter. So what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, so we'll talk about, let's do 3, 4, 5, declutter, generally clean, and pick up dirty clothes. Declutter, so take stuff off your kitchen counters, right? Put away the dishes, things like that. We understand you have to live there, and it's very tough since you have kids and a lot of people. But declutter, put away your dirty clothes. I've seen that turn people off. It's hard, right? You're rushing out of the house in the morning, put them in a laundry basket, That kind of person.
When you're looking through a house, though, as a buyer, they're not really looking through your dirty clothes.
They're not, but if they're on the floor, there will be some judgment passed, and then, general just dusting and cleaning. I think people a lot of times overreact on the cleanliness of their house.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody expects a spotless house, but a generally clean house free of, dust bunnies floating around, things like that. Grime, visible dirt, things like that, I think is a good rule of thumb.
Cool.
All right.
And then what's number 8 there, bud? I can't read your
number
handwriting.
6 says mow grass.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So, thanks, buddy. Yeah. So, right, we should mow our grass. I mean, people don't want to look at a house and the first thing they think is I have work to do. So, keep the grass looking tidy.
I mean, you could always go to Lowe's, too. If you got mulch that's looking a little brown, you could always go to Lowe's, pick up a $10 bag of mulch.
No, it's a good point. I mean, it's curb appeal, right?
Yep.
It's cheap curb appeal. So pick up toys is the next one.
Yep.
So I think that goes without saying. I know that is, you and I, we both have kids.
Yep.
So it is a challenge to always, just in daily life, pick up toys. But that goes for older kids, too. Video games, things like that, computers, electronics, you might want to just get those put away.
Yeah.
So people aren't tripping over them like we are on a daily basis.
That's what the baskets are for.
Yeah.
And then
create parking. So if you have a driveway, or if you don't, if you have street parking, if you can time it, you're working on whatever, create the illusion of parking. If you have 4 cars in a driveway, remove those cars.
Yeah.
If you have a driveway, make sure people can park in the driveway while they're seeing your house. So make sure that parking is created.
And also, I'm assuming too, those that have a garage, it's probably extremely important to declutter the garage and act like, we use one of our bays for our garage as kids' toys.
Sure.
But if you could go ahead and declutter that and make that look like you could put 2 cars in there very easily, it's appealing.
It is appealing.
So
yeah.
And then
secure valuables.
That's an important one.
It is, and that's just a safety thing. We all have stuff in our house that we, kind of take for granted that's there, but these are strangers that are in your house. So, secure your stuff, put it away. If you have a safe, use it. Or if you're really worried about it, just remove it when you have showings.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's also, that's to that tip too, and it's an important thing to have a licensed realtor for that reason too, because not you're going to be monitoring. However, if there's a licensed realtor in the property, at least there's somebody you could go back to.
Correct. I mean, I know at all times who has showed the house. Everybody makes an appointment. Everybody is logged. Nobody is in that house without myself or their agent. So,
yeah,
I mean, we try and make it as secure as possible. So,
And then depersonalize. I know we've talked about that. Really,
Sure.
we talk about that all the time. But what does depersonalize mean?
So it just means like you want to make sure that the potential buyer can see themselves in your house and not imagine what your own life is like in your own house.
Yep.
So you want to depersonalize as much as possible. And like there's two schools of thought. Like you don't have to go like hog wild and take off all your photos, but you want to just make it as a big mass appeal as possible.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're really into a niche thing, let's just remove that stuff and let's make us open to people. You never know what people are gonna get offended by. It's hard to tell these days. So just depersonalize. So
absolutely. Well, cool. Why don't you rattle off the 10 things again real quick so
Gotcha.
Everybody got it, and then
we'll post it afterwards.
Yep.
All right. So definitely right now, crank your AC. Wintertime, turn the heat on. Don't be. The pennies will save is not worth it. All right. Get rid of all the pet smells. Declutter. General dusting and cleaning. Pick up your dirty clothes. Keep the grass mowed. Pick up all your toys. Goes with video games, electronics as well. Create parking or the illusion of parking. Okay, if you can save a street spot, do that. Secure your valuables, and then just depersonalize the house.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Some great tips.
Awesome. All right. See you in a couple weeks. Thanks.